Next up is my group of 5 Centroidus sculpturatus, the Arizona bark scorpion. At least a couple of these guys are usually good for a takedown, so let's see if we can't get something here. There's one takedown. Awesome. Now I ordered some 1/8" crickets and some 1/4" crickets. Let me tell you guys, these 1/8" crickets are not 1/8" crickets. There's a few of them in there that are small and are about 1/8 of an inch, but most of them are larger than that, as you can see in size comparison to these scorpions here. But I'm quite confident that they will be able to take them down and eat them. So we got one takedown. Nope, look, there's another takedown right there. So there's 2 takedowns. Awesome. Okay, on to the next, guys. Oh, nice. We almost missed that one. Bam! Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Okay. Now, on to the next, guys. Okay, now here's another one that we're more than likely not going to be watching feed. I just wanted to show it to you guys. This is my Hottentot Johnny Cashy. As far as I know, this thing has not eaten in the last couple of weeks here, really. I don't know. I think I put some small live pinhead crickets when I first got it, and they either died in here and you can't see them, or it ate them. But I put some pinhead crickets in here a couple of weeks ago. It didn't touch them. I removed them, fed them to some of my other invertebrates, and then I put a pre-killed cricket in, left it in there for several days, and it would not eat it. So basically all I'm doing is giving you guys a very blurry look of my Hottentot Johnny Cashy, and I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to put a pre-killed cricket in and look in on it in a few days. So not much action out of this guy so far. On to the next. And next up we have my Leiurus quinquestriatus. This is the Deathstalker scorpion, and as you can see, it's freaking out because now it has nowhere to hide. This is one of my 3 new scorpions, and I've offered none of them food since I got them, so this will be a first feeding attempt for all 3 of them. So let's see what happens. Very, very nice takedown. Awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Such a beautiful scorpion, guys. So fascinating. I really hope the other 2 give us as good of a show. As you can see, this one grabbed its prey, struck it once, and is already starting to eat on it. Very, very, very cool. Finally, we got some good footage. If you guys are still watching these videos, thank you for your patience. And again, sorry for the lack of takedowns or whatever, because this is a feeding video. Now he's freaking out, probably because of the light, and it has nowhere to hide and eat. So we're going to move on to the next, guys. And next up, I guess, would have to be my favorite scorpion in my collection so far, the Hottentot Franz Veneri, basically because it is a beautiful scorpion. Wow. That's what I call a quick kill, guys. Look at that cricket. He's ripped one of its legs off and gave it the death punch, and it is finished now. Again, guys, another beautiful and fascinating scorpion. These guys get more beautiful as they get older. Their bodies and tails get much darker, and then their legs and those claws kind of stay the same, so it really, really stands out. It's a very, very beautiful scorpion. These guys are not known to be as hot as the Hottentot or the Leiurus quinquestriatus or jordanensis, but you saw how quick that venom worked on that cricket right there, guys. That sucker is dead already. This is so awesome. Another side note on this scorpion here, and another reason why it is one of my favorites, is that it is one of those scorpions that is always out. All of my hot scorpions are always hiding. My Florida bark scorpion is always out. The Arizona barks, there's always one or two of those guys out, but everybody else is always hiding. But this guy is always out, showing itself off. And this is basically a display scorpion in my collection, so it's awesome that it stays out. So that is really cool. If you're not into keeping scorpions, you should think about it. If you're keeping scorpions and you do not have a Hottentot Franz Veneri, you should get one or some, because as you can see, they are a beautiful scorpion. We're going to leave it be and let it eat in peace, and we're going to move on to the last three arachnids that we have in my collection. And here we go, guys. If you are subscribed to me or you watch my videos, you should be familiar with this enclosure, all of that webbing, and those legs right there. You should know who this is. This is Augie, and this is going to be his first superworm. Let's see what happens. And he takes it down, and of course we can't see much out of him. I just wanted to kind of give you guys a little shot of his enclosure here. He's finally really starting to act like a GBB and really, really web up his enclosure. There he is down in there, munching on his mealworm. This was my first tarantula, and he may be getting a new home pretty soon. Another YouTuber has gotten a successful GBB egg sac, and I contacted him about Augie here because Augie is one, if not two molts away from being a mature male, and he was interested in doing a trade, so that may be something that's coming up in the coming weeks. So just be looking for that. There is my big, beautiful green bottle blue Augie eating his first superworm. Such a beautiful tarantula, guys. Okay, we've got two more. Let's move on. All right, and next up we have the deadliest scorpion on Earth. This is the Hottentot tamulus. This is the Indian red scorpion. Let's offer it some food and see what happens. Well, nothing so far. The other two new scorpions definitely delivered better on the feeding response. darn cricket just leapfrogged right over the scorpion. You can see this scorpion is kind of standing at attention, if you will. That tail raised up over its back. It is not in a relaxed position, from my observance anyway, when it's in that raised tail state like that. But we'll see. Let's see what happens here, guys. Wait a minute. It may be starting to recognize that there's food in the enclosure here. I think now it knows that there's something else in its enclosure, and it's a possible food source. Let's see if we can steer this cricket to certain death. Wow, that's unusual. Look at that. That's definitely a threatening posture from a scorpion right there when they do that kind of thing, guys. Come on, cricket. There we go. That was worth the wait. Another very awesome takedown, guys. My 3 new scorpions did not disappoint, unlike some of my other animals here tonight. Again, this is another scorpion that is just super fascinating. They're beautiful too, but I think, of course, the most fascinating part about it is, the thought of this being the deadliest scorpion that exists. I just think there's something really cool about that. And there goes that one starting to eat. Okay, one last feeding. Let's get to it. Okay, guys, so it turns out I lied on having one more feeding. My recently molted Harpactira pulchripes I thought would be ready to feed. I tried to coax it out, and it apparently has gotten quite defensive since it molted last. It is basically just throwing up a threat posture right there. You can kind of see the fangs and everything that's going on, so that's the end of that. I wanted to mention this spider here is a suspect female, so fingers crossed on that. Thank you guys for watching. Sorry so much of this video was boring. I hope you enjoyed the rest of it. If you did, thumbs it up. Give me a comment. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Take care. Have a great night, and God bless.